Tonight, the Living Faith Church drama department, such as it is, and growing by the moment, I might add, would like to present for your holiday pleasure the premiere performance of an original play entitled The Night Before Live. Yes, that's the name of it, The Night Before, Live, by a certain Ric Marchi, with apologies to Clement Moore. It is a one-act stage presentation, so you won't be here past midnight, I promise. It is set in Studio A, so picture Studio A of KLFC radio station, probably an animal. The characters are Alistair Sternbottom, a dignified and very proper host of the Sternbottom Hour of Classic Prose. It is a very dignified and proper radio program. Maybe a little stern, we'll have to see. And there's another character, a certain Murphy Wingit Wingley. He's known as Wingit Wingley in the business. He is a last-minute replacement for Alistair's usual sound effects man. And Wingit, shall we say, marches to the tune of a very different drummer. Okay? The scene then is Studio A. Thank you, Dana. That was good applause, and I'm ready for more of that if you're ready. The scene is Christmas Eve. It is about 10 minutes now before the 8 o'clock live, mind you, airtime of the Sternbottom Hour of Classic Prose.
Good evening, Charles. Yes, I can hear you quite well. I trust everything is in order. And where is Mr. Rossington? It is rather uncharacteristic of him to be late. Well, there is certainly a misunderstanding. Mr. Rossington has been my sound effects man for 8 years, and in all that time, he has never missed a single broadcast. And furthermore, he would most certainly not miss my traditional reading of Clement Seymour's timeless classic on this most sacred of holidays, Christmas Eve. Why, children across the nation eagerly anticipate the Sternbottom Hour of classic prose, and my stirringly emotive rendition of A Visit from St. Nicholas. Mr. Rossington's sound effects are nearly as crucial to the success of this broadcast as my own voice. No, Mr. Rossington is much too loyal, too faithful to be ill tonight. Which hospital? Have you called there to confirm? How tragic. No, I was referring to the broadcast. All those children will be so disappointed when they cannot hear the crisp jingle of Santa's sleigh bells, or the gentle pitter-patter of tiny hooves on the rooftop. I will, of course, draw upon the very depths of my dramatic fiber in an attempt to overcome this adversity. What is that? Well, that's absurd. No one could possibly replace... Get him in here, Charles.
Hey, is this Studio A? Wow, cool. Lunch.
Good evening. You are Mr.
Wingley, Murphy Wingley. You can call me Wing.
Thank you, Mr. Wingley.
Say, you aren't that Alistair Sternbottom, are you?
I am
stare Sternbottom. I knew it. Glad to meet you, Mr. Burnbottom.
We're not rushing you, are we?
Oh, no problem, dude. No problem. I'll be set up just a jib.
Mr. Wingley, have you any on-air experience?
Oh, sure. You know, I've been doing the Fractured Funnies and the Pie in the Face show for years. Yeah. Tons of.
Thank you, Charles. 30 seconds to airtime, Mr. Wingley. You'll find an annotated script on the table. Just follow the cues.
Hey, what are we doing tonight anyways?
Don't you know? Good evening, and welcome to the Sternbottom Hour of Classic Prose. Tonight, we wish you a very Merry Christmas Eve as we continue our tradition of presenting that timeless classic by Clement C. Moore, A Visit from St. Nicholas. Our sponsor for tonight's Hour of Classic Prose is FTD. Please enjoy the following personal greeting from Mr. Olson, and then we will return to offer a most interesting rendition of Moore's holiday classic. Mr. Wingley, have you ever done the sound effects for A Visit from St. Nicholas?
No, but I've done The Night the Reindeer Died.
Have you ever heard my now famous and traditional broadcast?
No, but I've heard the Telltale Heart before.
Are you at all familiar with the piece?
Well, of course. What do you think I knew? Just, you know, chill out, dude.
Just follow the script. Welcome back, my family of friends, to the Sternbottom Hour of Classic Prose. This evening, we have a special treat for you, so just snuggle up next to that Yule log. Close your eyes and prepare yourself for A Visit from St. Nicholas. It was the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. Not even a mouse. The stockings were all hung by the chimney with care. In hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled.
Hey, you kid! Quiet down in there! You better get this straight. Want me to take all that junk back to Toys R Us? Don't make me come up there.
While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads.
It was December 24th on high time at the dark. When I see my man chilling with his dog in the park, I just broke the very phony with my love full of beer. Got his dog from the car, a little reindeer. My man, I was feeling on the man in the beer. And the bag full of Billy 12 o'clock at then. So I turned my head and thinking, and the man was gone. But he must have dropped his brother back down on the lawn.
And shut that radio up!
Kids, just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn, there arose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed.
Boink.
To see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash.
Wow, look at that old guy go!
Tore open the shutters and threw up the sash. Threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects below. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick.
All right, buddy, pull that sleigh over. Get out real slow. Keep your hands away from that bag. All right, let's see your ID. Your nose is awfully red. You're dipping into that eggnog a little too much. Come on, pull it out of the wallet for me. Do you have any idea how fast you're going? 465. And this is a school zone. Oh, hey, St. Nick. Hey, I thought you looked familiar. Hey, can you, we can overlook this one, but you gotta do me a favor. You know, my youngest one, Sheldon, well, I know he's been a brat, you know, but he really wants to have...
More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled. And he whistled and shouted. And called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen.
Ha! Donder and Blitzen, you stupid reindeers, get back in line and carry out your weight. You weak, girly reindeers, you know, I'll have to pump you up.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly.
Danger, danger, this is the Emergency Radio Network. This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. Be on the alert for tornadoes. It's a twister, quick! Get into the cellar.
Tutu, come back! Oh, Tutu!
As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, as dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew. With the sleigh full of toys, and St. Nicholas too.
Hey, come on, we carrying more toys this year, or has the old guy been putting on a few pounds?
And then, in a twinkling, I heard on the roof,
Incoming, incoming.
down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur, from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot.
Clammy! If he tracks one circular little black boot into my clean carpet!
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back. And he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. Sorry about that. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath.
We interrupt this program to bring you this special public service announcement from the Office of the Surgeon General. The Surgeon General has determined that holding the stump of a pipe tightly in your teeth can lead to serious maladhesions, most often resulting in expensive and painful orthodontic treatment. Please, kids, do not attempt this at home. St. Nicholas is a fully trained professional, well aware of the risks involved. Remember, kids, just say ho. We now return to our regularly scheduled programs.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly.
Shortly before midnight, we experienced a mild quake registering 3.2 accompanying roar of laughter. A loud ho ho ho.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him. And I laughed when I saw him, in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings. And filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose, and laying his finger aside of his nose, thank you, Charles. And giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh. Boing! To his team gave a whistle. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle, but I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight.
Tower, this is flight 1224, Airport, Control, all the passengers have deslated, and we are awaiting Victor 9 Delta Longitude. Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. Please extinguish all fuel logs and fasten your antlers. We are approaching the final freeboard. Captain, we got a problem here. We got a no red indicator on the lead reindeer over. Man, I can't tell you how important this one is. Those toys have got to get through. There's only one man who can get the red on Rudolph. We need MacGyver. He's done it. MacGyver put a light bulb in a can of cherry Coke. We've got red on Rudolph. I repeat, we've got red on Rudolph. All systems are go. Cleared for launch. 3, 2, 1.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all. Good night. This is Alistair Sternbottom. Thank you for tuning into the final broadcast of the Central Program. Wishing you and yours a happy holiday. Good night.